Well, here comes Jack. Hopefully he'll stay off my septic tank this time. So I just got that fixed. So here comes the LX470, or what I call the LW469, and we'll see what he's up to today. I'm pretty sure it's air conditioning. He's very late. He is 25 minutes late. It doesn't matter. Trust me, it really doesn't matter. Well, maybe we'll get some British car stuff going. I got a little rant about Rimmer Brothers and DHL really ticking me off. But we'll talk about that later. I can't open all the doors in here because it's too windy, and we're waiting on the behemoth to arrive. Here it comes. Don't drive through the burn pile, you'll hit stuff like that. I know he's wondering what I'm saying. He doesn't have any idea. He thinks I'm giving him a hard time. I'm not. Okay, come on in. Come on in. I turn the lights. God, it's hot. That way a little bit. Okay, yeah, straighten up. There you go. That's good right there. That's fine. So let's go over the histoire here. Sorry about that. You get to push that thing around some. All right. Don't push it too close to my car. See what I mean? That thing's terrible to move around in. It'd be okay if it worked. Okay, that's Sean's generator. Yeah, you did. So it's just it just leaks down over what period of time? Like 6 months or something?
I think it was shorter than that last time.
And I'll have to get some. Oh, let me show him what I got here. I got these new fancy Eric O's type lamps. And see, there you go.
Oh, I've seen that. I love that.
Yeah, there you go. I got two of them, but I have to keep one in reserve because the batteries don't last so long. So there's your low and high sides, and let me get the sniffer going.
And you know one thing I thought about I think we've read about, and there's the schrader valves he sold me from.
That looks like an R12 conversion. Is it an R12 conversion kit?
Doesn't say. You know, there could be a leak in the rear.
Yeah, I told you that.
Yep.
I told you that there's underneath this wheel, there's a connector.
Yep.
And that could certainly be it. Boy, I tell you, hay fever. The hay fever is strong with this one. Okay, now there'll be a chart here. So it tells you right here, 134A. Almost 3 pounds. Okay, so it holds 2.42 pounds. So I got that much easy. Okay, so he knew about the leak in the back.
No.
Yeah. Anybody?
No. We don't know about that, but it is a possibility.
So it's just like the T connectors for the heater.
Okay.
There's like T connectors or something that go to the back air conditioning, and that just opens you up to far more
opportunity for disaster.
Yeah, and like I said on the TR4, take that metal pipe that goes from the water pump around all that up and lose 2 connectors. And when you can lose 2 connectors,
more better.
Yeah, I know. And then there's your other. That's your high side. That's your low side, and we have the vacuum pump to swing it right here. Let me go get my sniffer and see what we can do. I got to put batteries in it. So here is the sniffer.
Watch your foot.
Yeah, watch him put it away. Yep, okay.
Drives you crazy. Huh?
No, it's okay. I don't think we got use for air. Okay, we're going to sniff it. If I find it, I'll let you know. First thing you do is go to schrader valves. It's poofing. I used to say that in chemistry class. I used to crack Sean up. Okay, so here is the high side. And when he took the low side off, it went poof. It did it again.
Yep.
Close it up again. Just close it up and let it sit for a second. Now we think there's almost little to no Freon in here.
There's little to no Freon in here.
Okay, try it again.
No.
Not that time. Well, let's turn this back on. These schrader valves And you got to adjust that thing. Ooh, that one's real bad. Whoa!
So could it be as simple as a schrader valve?
It could be. We'll take them out. We got to get some. Let me turn this off. I think we're at least have got to start. We're going to change the schrader valve. So the thing here is, I always try to remind people. Ooh, your O-ring is missing, or is it way up in there? I mean, I don't know, but there are O-rings in these that can help you out a little bit.
No, and missing.
Let me get over here and show everybody what you got to have. You got to have the O-rings there. Just put them over there, and you have to have some refrigerant oil. I got a little bit in there. That'll be enough to lubricate rings with. Okay, so we got that going for us. So let me always wear your safety glasses messing with this stuff. Let's pull those out and look at them and change them. And I've got, there's my big fancy tool there. I got this thing on the Jungle website, as they call it. Did you hear them? That's what they call it now, Amazon? No. They call it the Jungle website.
The Jungle, is that the nickname for it now?
Yeah, Jumanji site. You ever see Jumanji?
You have,
yeah, don't take that out quite yet.
Okay.
Because you don't have safety glasses on, do you?
No, I don't. That's why I was asking.
Okay. I've got mine. Just always like that. Okay, so we checked the vents, and we didn't get any Freon out of the evaporator, but we did get some down here. I can see it without light. What? Yeah. Well, we did get some little red button. No, it's right. It's where your little pinky is. There you go. Now it's right there. Your thumb is. There you go. Okay, hear that? That's the compressor. So it sounds to me, ooh, that's really leaking. Whoa, it's not even purging out of the tip. Whoa, okay. So those are designed to leak to a certain degree, and then that just means they will generally get worse and worse. But the evaporator is good in the vehicle, and that's big. So the reason that those leak is to get oil around the seal.
Okay.
So we know that now. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep it there. Now I'm going to get the FLIR in a few minutes when we start to load it back with Freon. And we will see if this stays red hot across the field as much as you can. I guess that's a transmission cooler. I guess we'll just do what we can. So if you check this and this has blue spots in it, then it's your condenser.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be hot. This is the heat from the cabin comes here and gets dispersed.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to pull the schrader valve?
No, I'm following your lead.
Okay. Let's put the gauges on it just for the hell of it. Might as well. You know, that's why I got them. You know. Okay. Wow. I don't know what this is about. We got nothing practically on the low side and 100 pounds on the high side. Oh, there's your automatic leveling thing. So yeah, I would say that would be considered to be very low. In this temperature, that should be 50-ish. And in this humidity and heat, 150-ish. You got to look at your charts. And then there's your R34. I usually just use the outer gauges, but I would say you're really, really low. But we'll have to dispense the current Freon into the proper EPA container.
Right.
So let me go get that. I'll be right back. And so what we're going for here is a vacuum of 28 mercury. We're getting there slow, real slow. So you're watching right here, Jack. And we want to get as close to that 30 as possible.
Oh, gotcha.
And I got all valves open, all hands on deck. Everything's open. And don't change your schrader valves until after you vacuum, change your schrader valves, pull another vacuum to get the moisture you let in out.
The purpose of vacuum is purging the system?
Purging the system and testing the system.
Both.
Yeah. Now
so after you'll shut it off and validate that the vacuum is holding the system.
Yeah. And we're getting there. Now I'm going to restate this for everybody watching. I'm not making this for you. I'm making this for Jack, so he can have a reference. So if you learn something from it, I'm happy about it, but don't go writing me saying that you didn't like the production value, because there isn't any.
You get what you paid for this.
That's right. And so if I wanted production value, I'd have a production crew. And I am the production crew. I don't write anything, I don't do anything, so I'm trying to kill. I'm a pretty good ad-libber if you give me a chance. Okay.
Maybe just ask you.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll tell you, it'll only take me about 20 minutes to tell you what a good ad-libber I am.
That's right.
So we're at 26. All right, we're going to leave that going. Now, the way I can tell you how this works is, what you got to do is you get it to, it's getting there. It's a big system. Any system holds almost 3 pounds of Freon. It's a big system. So we're vacuuming the hell out of it. The thing to do is turn these valves off once you get vacuum, because all this stuff's going to leak, and you're going to get a false reading here. So you want to seal. Are we there yet? I don't know if we'll ever get there. Looks like it went back up some. So take all your valves off, and then let it sit for 10 minutes or so, and to go up and get your FLIR and to get some ice, and then when you plug it back in, you watch this needle and see if it goes back down to 26 or whatever that is.
Got it. If you lose any vacuum.
But you're going to leak through something in this system if you leave it all hooked up. And now we got zero vacuum. And that's because I turned the 2 valves off, and that proves that my system leaks. I know that it leaks a little bit. I know that it leaks around this seat right there. I knew that was going to be there. And I guess I'll take that off and see if it needs a new O-ring. It's that kind of ring. See, I think kind of like a dog's been chewing on it. But, a little bit of leakage here is just what you're going to have. So what we're going to do here, we're going to let this sit for a few more minutes. And the cordettes. And make sure that's on there tight. So the only thing you can do at this point, because you got zero vacuum, and I'm going to open this valve, and we're going to hope to see this needle dive down a little bit. And we'll see. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay, it hadn't been 10 minutes, but it's been enough minutes.
You want me to hold the camera or turn the valve?
I'm going to be able to do, but I want, hold that right. Hold it where we both can see it.
Oh, let me come over there.
Okay, come over there. Okay.
Go on over.
Okay, I go on. Phew, what a grouch.
Yeah.
Sheesh, what a grouch. Okay, so you're going to be holding that, and we're going to be putting a lot of light on it there. So when I open the low side valve, is your car made out of steel? Okay.
Somewhere.
Okay, well, here we go. Yes, sir. That's pretty good. So, okay, so after that amount, we got like 24. What kind of car did Dustin Hoffman drive in The Graduate?
Alfa Romeo.
Very good. Ding, 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 ding.
Spider.
Mm-hmm. And the 2 co-stars were Kathleen Ross and Anne Bancroft. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you got enough vacuum there to be respectable.
Okay.
After that amount of time. So let's pull the valves, and what we're going to do here, and I don't care who likes it, but he's got, it's just too bad. So come over here, Jack. I don't think you've seen all this. So I've got some Vice Angle. That's from another Dustin Hoffman movie. We won't go into that. Is it safe? So we don't know if this is safe or not. So anyway, we got this AC stop leak. I've got that. I'm not going to use that. And I've got my injector here.
Yep.
And I've got different kinds of oils. I don't think we're going to put much oil in it. That's pretty good stuff. We're not going to, If it doesn't get cold enough, we may put some of that in there. That works pretty good. And you hear guys talking about that. And then here's all the other Freon. So we're going to put a little stop leak in it, a little oil, and then we're going to put in 2 pounds. So these are 12 ounces. So we'll sort all that out in a minute. And you can get either that kind of top,
Right.
or moleskin tire, or that kind. I like that kind of top. And there's a little bit in this, so we'll use that up. So where's my other valve? Okay, I'll find it. Okay, we'll get all the stuff going here in a minute. And let me think here. Okay, I think that's it. A little bit of PAG, a little bit of that, a whole lot of that. So get your whatever oil you use. These are the new schrader valves, and you've got to be real careful with them. You don't want to just throw them over there or anything. And you just get a little dab of oil will do you.
Just oil that ring?
Just oil the rings. Okay, now over here and over there until they are tight. Not you don't jack them in there. No pun intended to jack there. But you can almost feel the O-ring seating. You got to learn to feel through your tools. Oh, I know who that is. And right about there. Okay, that's all there is to that. You let the ring do the work. Let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages. When's the last time you even thought about yellow pages?
We had that conversation last night.
Really?
It's funny.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to pull another vacuum and make sure that these schrader. Now there's an old saying. Don't stop me yet. Don't stop me now. Just because it's new doesn't mean it works. So that one's back there's a little tricky to deal with. So we're going to pull another vacuum on these, and I can't reiterate enough about how you've got to feel these things. If you jack on these, if you go hard on them, you'll bend the valve stems. That one back there's I heard it go. Did you get it?
Now you want to open or close it?
You want to down is open that way, and you'll just feel it when you get a little resistance. Stop. That one don't go half as far as this one.
Okay.
Okay. Now back to our show, which is already in progress.
So now we're verifying the schrader valves are.
Yeah. Now I got a habit of closing these valves. There it goes. That's better than it was before, I think. So my habit is whenever I walk away from my manifold here, I just close those valves. Okay, we're going to pull a little bit of a vacuum.
That jumped up a whole lot faster, Bobby.
Yeah, that did jump up a lot faster.
I mean, a whole lot faster. That might have been my problem, is that one schrader valve.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, already 26. Okay, so let me get my charges ready. And it said 2.42. Now they go to a tenth because they mean it, but you can't usually do that at home. Just do the best you can. I'll show you what it ends up being.
I might have to stand back. The lady somewhere.
Uh-oh, he lost his safety glasses.
Placed it somewhere.
Oh, let's stop with the semantics here, okay? Okay, so I'll show you what I did.
Here they are.
There they are. So we got 28.42, so it's that's 2.42 pounds times 16 equals 38.72 ounces, and these are 12 ounce cans divided by 12 equals 3.2. Yeah. So now I'm going to tell you all this for your own good. I would believe this. If you watch my old video about Daphne, you'll find that it didn't take that much Freon, and when I put more in it, it spit back at me. So we are going to get the FLIR, and we're going to check the heat here. He's going to be in the car watching the thermostat, stick-in thing. Okay, you've seen a million of them.
Thermostat?
Yeah, thermostat.
Temperature.
Temperature thing. And it's in the center part of the dash with the fan on low. Okay? And so we're just about ready to crank up. I have injected the dye and a little stop leak, and everybody can do that at your own risk. It's not going to show that, but you can do that if you want to. So we're probably going to use this maybe again if we have failure.
Okay.
But you're doing right. You can put it up right there.
Just clean it up. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Good gosh.
Driving you
So
crazy.
now that thing's still hot. You can still feel the heat on this fitting, and that's funny. Vacuum causes that heat to happen. Okay, so I'm ready to go with my. There's about 0.2 in here, and 1, 2, 3, and I have. Oh yeah, I oiled up the covers, the caps, and there's O-rings in there. Make sure they're there. Don't get too good on them, or you'll cause a problem. They'll crack. So we're only going to charge on the low side, okay? And then he's hopefully going to feel good and cool air coming out here very shortly. That was your old ones.
Yep. Okay.
And then where's that packet go? It don't matter.
With the other caps.
I think it's right here. Yeah, I was right. So it's a 26783 factory air Fabrique in China. At least it sounds good.
Yeah.
Fabrique makes it sound like it's not junk. It's not junk. It's pretty good actually. The caps are pretty thick. So okay. So let's I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell you what happens. It's not nerve-wracking or anything. It's just it's been done a million times. We're going for a result here. And so Jack can know what happens. Okay. We've got about half a can in it. And we're already seeing a drop. Or see how red that is right there? That's the condenser's at 160 degrees already. And what are you down to in here?
On the thermostat?
Yeah.
Thermometer? I'm at 65 degrees.
I can feel it. I can feel it a little bit.
It was above 80 when we started.
Okay.
It's 60, it's dropping.
It's dropping. And see, there's the heat out of the cabin right there. Get one of them babies. And you can see there's no cold spots, so the condenser is fine. Let's see where we are on this can here. Yeah, she's taken. Now, don't do the too much upside down thing. Let the gas, it'll go in as a gas. I can feel it getting better from here. So there's your can. See, that's almost at freezing. And look at that, that's kind of funny. Now, we're at almost 180, and you say you're at what now in there?
Almost at 40 degrees.
Almost at 40. Now, I'm supposed to have 2 cans to go. But I can tell. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that anymore. So,
you got the caps on those.
got the caps on those. Now, we've got it down to 27 degrees in there on 3 cans, 3.5 cans. And so we're going to carry this with us. And I'm not going to load that last can because I've learned from my experiences that ain't always the best thing to do. So we're gonna go road trip. Okay, it's cold in here. Oh golly, that's nice. All right, and buckle up for safety. Always buckle up. And let's look at where we are just sitting here at idle. So he said we got her down to 27 at one point, and at idle, that's pretty good. That feels cold to me.
It is.
Look at that 30. Well, man, on a modern system, you're right. Look at her dropping.
Depending on where you hold it, there's some spots that get colder.
31. Shoot, man. Who? Let's not bicker and argue about that. Good golly. I hope it stays there. Yeah, I think that little thermostat of mine was rotten.
Anyway, I know somebody can fix that.
Yeah. How did you did that with your aftermarket?
I pulled them out to get behind it. I pulled everything out.
It's like these cars are made out of plastic these days or something. It's really annoying.
Are we going to go to the right this time?
You can if you want to. Don't drive over my septic tank again.
I'm sorry. I should have listened to you the first
Okay, I'm gonna relieve him of that. I had to beg him to drive around the house.
No, I don't. Let me back the trailer. No, don't.
No,
back
no,
it
no,
up.
no, no,
You're
no.
gonna hit the barn.
All of that stuff on that other video was a setup. I teed him up like a Titleist one.
And then I hit it all the way out.
And then he boomed it, baby. I can't see that with these polarized glasses on. Why don't you turn to the right this time? We'll go up this way. And it's no good. Look at that. We're not clear left. It's a regular traffic jam.
There's 3 vehicles coming.
3 vehicles coming. Look at all those roots that kill that tree. The place is covered with poison ivy. Mick and I were talking about, look at that, another one down there. And they're evenly spaced. They're not trying to pass each other. Let's see. That feels wonderful.
It does feel wonderful.
Considering, modern systems.
I'm hoping that it was just that schrader valve.
It was, even on the far side over here. Let's see. Now go ahead, keep going. Give her the gun.
Gotta get out on hard ground.
Look, it went down to 28 for... Give me a little bit more. 29. Give me a little bit more fan there. 29, 28. 28.1, 27. 27. You ain't gonna be arguing with 27. I mean, nobody's gonna argue at 27.
I can make ice in there.
Boy, it's almost like you know some people who know how to do things.
That's right.
So that little bit, I'm curious to know. Get yourself one of these.
They're only $500, right?
Yeah, they're only five bills. I tell you what, though. The other thing was fouling up. I don't know it's a TG165. And you can take pictures with it. There's a bunch on here because he took some, not knowing.
With the SIM card.
And then you can take that out and you can email pictures of thermodynamics to people. So there you go. I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I can just feel that.
Spitting ice cubes now.
Good golly, yeah. Going down that long, lonesome highway. What's that from? You remember that song? It's a Bill Bronson TV show. Where he's on the motorcycle going down that long, lonesome highway. Well, you could do it in this thing because it's cold. You sure can. So the outside temperatures.
Place.
Yeah, that's the Hoffner's.
Outside temperature is 82.
82 degrees outside, and I just feel just as cool as the center seat of a cucumber.
Cold. We'll move it up to, like we normally do, 71, 72.
Is that all you go for here? Boy, I run mine at 63 or 4.
Clicking on auto, and it's throttled back.
My house, I consider burning up at 58. I can barely tolerate it. Yeah, there's a place, turn around down here. Keep going. Not here. Keep going down. That's a private driveway.
That's another pretty place.
Yeah, he does a lot of good trucking stuff. So this is a pass right here, I think. I'm not going to put another ounce in it. So the total was 3.3 cans. Or was it 2.3? 2.3 cans.
2.3 cans.
So the reason I think that is because I think there's going to be some residual, I guess. I don't know. Same thing happened on Daphne. I dropped her from 44 to 40 or 30 something. But Daphne's a little different. You got a big chip right there. So anyway, not that I want you to notice it or anything like that, but it's right there. Don't fixate on it. So this is very nice, very pleasant. Too bad it doesn't ride better. The Healy's in the sun, so that ain't going to be working out. Okay, so somewhere in the upper 20s. So at least we're going to do a little bit more here. Yeah, that's an empty can. So what do I get?
Thumbs up.
There you go.
Subscribe.
That's right. And a $700 job done for, let's see,
$22.
what have you paid so far?
No, $16 for schrader
You
valves.
didn't pay nothing today, but you bought most of that Freon, so that was your Freon.
See?
And when you go get this stuff done, they don't give you a little oil charge and the stop leak stuff. And I know that you're not really supposed to do that. Now, I'm telling you, let me show you where those are. That ester, I didn't put any ester in it, but if you want it a little colder, you can put ester in it. It will actually make it a little colder.
I'm happy where we are.
Yeah, okay, so let's go over here to, let's see, there they are. So he's going to do a little, just take them all. I've learned to just take them all. And then you don't have to worry if you took 3 out. Yeah, let me go move the Healy. So nobody needs to see this. To hell with it. All right, that's going to be it. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's it, everybody. We'll do something else later. I don't know what, but I'll figure something out. Mick called. Mick called right in when we were starting this, or texted me, said he was in his '91 Lexus and having trouble with the air conditioning, it was blowing warm. So he'll be here. He'll be here in a day or two with the what is that thing? LS400. I think that's what that thing's called. So we'll look at that. 91 LS400. We'll do that later. Bye-bye.
So
okay.
He's coming out every day, even if you don't see him.
Yeah, I think he does too. Okay, I'm going to roll tape here. I got something to present to you.
Okay.
I got you a present for your shop, and it's functioning. So there you go.
Oh, baby. Check it out.
Now look at the back of it.
To my best friend Mick from BH. All right there, Chiefy. All right, put her there, pal. I appreciate that, man.
That's the original blade out of the rigid table saw. I knew how much you love the rigid table saw, so I wanted you to have it.
The blade's got a lot of history to it.
Yeah. So
nice paint job on there.
Yeah, and so
it says 5 right there on it.
Mm-hmm. So if you want numbers, you got to put them on there yourself. This can't be all one way, you know.
Yeah, I'm good like that. I appreciate that.
Nice strong boulders on the floor. That's a nice fresh battery. Ought to run for a couple of years.
Heck yeah,
so,
man. I need that too. I'll mount it right on the wall. Put a nail right in there.
You can do that, or you can use that hanger, whichever way you want to do it.
A hanger there.
And but I didn't know what kind of numbers you would want, so that's all up to you.
Perfect. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, so we got another Lexus today, and here's all the paraphernalia. You see what I got there? I got this nice kit.
Oh yeah, you're all set there.
So I got all the O-rings you need. I got the vacuum thing. The FLIR. I got to open doors and let that bird out. Okay, well let me move the Healy, and we'll get you right here, and we'll get that going. Okay. So.
Let me set this right here. So I don't forget. Put my drink right here.
Okay, and there's those nuts are over there. Those Fisher nuts are over there. Let's make some notes here. So yeah, there's the conversion. So this is a 91 Lexus LX400. Yeah, it was converted R134 in 10 years ago, almost to the day. 40 psi refrigerant. Well, that's not any good. Refrigerant charge amount 40 psi. Thanks a lot.
A lot of good there.
So I found the original Nippon Denso, and it says it holds 2. It's the same amount as Jack's. 2.42 pounds. Huh. Okay. So we got to take stuff off to get to the ports.
A little bit.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll show you where the ports are on this thing in just a second. And tell us the story. It's just you're just not quite comfortable.
Yesterday, driving around. Of course, I did have a suit of clothes on. But it just felt like it was not, it just felt like it wasn't icy cold. It's still working. I love hot weather. Doesn't bother me too much. But it just felt like, I don't know, man. I need to get this thing, I need to get gauges on it and just see if we're running low.
You need to be jacked. Because Jack called this morning and said he's too cold. He said he's freezing to death in that car we did yesterday. That's on the previous video. Okay. So you're just not feeling the gun, the pull, the goodness.
I think it seems like it's operating at 70% efficiency, if I had to say.
Let's change your brake fluid.
Okay.
Let's see if I've got the good brake. Like I bought a couple of cans of it. You come here with plastic cans, I'm gonna kick you out of here. So luckily for Mick, I have a brand new, fresh metal can of brake fluid. So we'll change that out. So the vacuum pump's going to be working today. I guess I'll put that in there too. I trust it.
He gets a new light, a saw blade light, and brake fluid change, and I don't know what's all.
Whatever happens. So these are. So we have a clonk. Did you hear the clonk?
That's a whole other story. No,
It's.
It seems to have done like the groundhog, like we want the groundhog to do, and departed.
So we had
I don't know why.
He had a mystery clonk when it was cold, and the warmer the car got, and you've got all kind of advice, and you can tell the remnants of the pads here. He padded it here. He went around the windscreen. We tried headlights, everything.
Shim the radiator up. Everything that I thought could be rattling and clunking is shimmed up, and even motor mounts we did, and
still got.
It felt as if the suspension or a body panel was articulating, and something it didn't do it at predictable times. You'd go over a bump and it wouldn't do it, but then you'd just be driving down the road at slow speeds and you would hear it. So we did the stabilizer bar bushings that everybody says do.
Yeah, those big bushings. We got a video on that from before.
Bar bushings. We did that job and did a video on it, and I left here and it still did it.
And it still
It hadn't done it. It's possible that what we did kind of seed it in and kind of bed it in, and I just don't know.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that today because we know we can't find it if it ain't there.
Yeah, you can't duplicate it. You can't rock it down on the car and make it do it.
Okay, well, let's. How do we get to the ports here? You need 10, 12, 14s?
Yeah, we need 10 millimeters.
Okay, all right, let me go get that stuff. System pumping all that gunk back up in here. So here's what we got in there. That's pretty black. And I think you're right. I think we changed it not long ago. Look how bad that looks. It's got all kind of junk in it.
It could certainly be better. I know that.
All right, well, we're gonna make it better in a minute. Okay, so my method. Well, let's just show it. I've done it enough times. So I get my Tabasco bottle, make my little double pumper there, and then here we go. And there it's gone. Okay, rinse and spit.
Walter Becker.
Fagan or something.
Donald Fagan.
Okay, so I got my screwdriver and everything and picked out a bunch of residue, but that now, see, you can't even hardly tell it's got fluid in it. I got to go get that basket thing. These basket things, I believe I have just proven they don't do a damn thing. Except get in the way. But, when it comes to brake systems, I usually put them back like I found them. So this obviously didn't work.
I guess. Or you could say, well, think of what would have been down in there if that thing hadn't been there.
I know, but there was nothing in here. So, let's get some brake clean and clean that off a little bit. I feel, now I'm queasy about spraying brake clean in the master cylinder. Not too queasy about spraying some on that, putting it. Okay, we're going to move to air conditioning here in a second, believe it or not. We're on the high side over here, and since it's been converted, it has one of these things, and we found Freon in both valves. So we're going to get our special EPA container and contribute to it for the leftover Freon, right, Mick?
Right.
Okay. So down in this converter is an O-ring that I'm going to have to replace, and it is crushed and in awful shape. and it actually came out with the cap. So those of you who are not experienced in this, don't lose this piece. You know what? I might have a new one of these. Let's go over here. Maybe in there I have a new one. Look in there and see if you find something that looks like that. And it's got a new O-ring in it. We'll take that over there because we might be able to use them caps. And okay, well, totally impromptu. I just remembered that Cousin Larry was going to do this on his Miata, and he bought this. So we need to thank Cousin Larry. So thank Cousin Larry.
Thanks, Cousin Larry.
Thanks, Cousin Larry. And I hope your van's running good because I don't want to mess with it. Okay. So we have changed the schrader valve in the low side. We were unable to use my piece. I had to put a new O-ring in this thing, and I thought I just saw it. And so I had an O-ring for it. And I can see not using a tool on this because you're going to just make a mess. So you can't have this in and put the schrader valve in. So we're going to just put that on like we would a cap, I believe would be the best description. I don't think you ought to put I brought one over here, but I don't think you ought to put a ratchet on that thing. Yeah, that's it. That's seated. Okay, and now you'll be able to fit your high side thing. And I'm only gonna do this to vacuum it. I don't usually like messing on the high side too much. Okay, well, I need to work. Okay, so you got some new brake fluid. We have finished the air conditioning servicing as much as it is. I did not put the full charge in it. We don't really know what that is. I imagine the capacity would be about the same, if it's R12 or R134A. Okay, well, let's go for a road trip.
Road trip, Food King.
Food King. Do here. All right, we are backing out. I got to take those off so I can see the screens here. Now, Mick tells me that these things are known to have a mixing door issue.
I don't know if these are known, but some Japanese sedans I've encountered
Golly, I can't.
have an issue where the one side will run hotter, passenger driver's side runs hot.
The old mixing door actuator story there. Well, we're only at, we put what, 2.5 cans in it. So that's 24, 30 something. Under 38. Well, I'm getting, how does it feel? Does it feel different to you?
Yeah, it feels colder.
Okay, feels colder. So we're not getting Jack LX470 Nirvana here, but I tell you, it does feel good. And we're just at 43. Was about the best I saw there. Let's get on the road and see what we get. So we got her down to freezing. I've seen her go down to look at that, 30, 29. We're in the 20s. Okay. Now, well, that one's in the 20s. It went to 28 there. Well,
All right, we're good, Chief.
Yeah, there we go. 27, and that's constant. 26. Or 25.8. Okay, well, that takes care of that. I don't think we need. No wonder it feels so dang good. All right, then we're gonna go up here and turn left. So, all right. Well, I don't see any. There's a lot of air conditioning videos. I guess the story here is, don't do this yourself. Right.
Sit down.
Oh, I hear all that noise. So we're working on this too. Yeah. We're going to just seal this up. Is that right?
Yeah.
And you can see we got to pull all the duct tape off that you have in there. Ooh, that crunching noise. Pay no attention to the
piece of plastic fell off. Can't hurt us anymore.
Yep. Well, I'm not the one that put Gorilla Tape up there. I got to tell you, I learned something last night with Sean's sunglasses. Not all lenses are made equally, and he was complaining how dirty his glasses were, his regular glasses. And I got a little Dawn in water and put it in the ultrasonic and cleaned them right up. He couldn't believe. He said, "I can't see the lenses at all. It's like they're not there." You'll turn left here. And he said, "Well, let me try my sunglasses." I said, "Okay." So he went and got his sunglasses and put them in the Dawn in water and vibrated them for a couple of minutes and took them out, and they were all pitted. And apparently there's some kind of polymer. They're not glass. But he said the prescription was about to run out of those glasses anyway. You know that old joke. So he said, "Don't worry about it." But so anyway, that's just something I learned. Okay, we're gonna talk. I guess we ought to talk about what we're gonna do here, because I'm sure a lot of people have this wind noise problem. I'll mention that in the description. Okay, look at them old trucks out there. They're just sitting there, just growing grass under them. So the wind noise up here, he had a deflector here, made a mess, and we've run this back a couple times, and you can tell that doesn't go all the way up, which is causing the wind noise. So of course, you don't want to be meatball and stuff, so you get some strip. I'll let you do it. There's probably enough in there to do it. You should probably stretch that out a little bit. That's all I got. I gave some to a friend of mine, so I don't have very much.
Yeah, I'm a friend.
But whatever, I guess start from the back and work your way up. And then you can just let me know if it's working or not. Okay, cool.
Down the road here in a minute.
Yeah, I figured you were
I'll
running out of
record in
time.
though.
You need to call me. I can't finish my video till you call in now, okay? So we've got this about sealed. You come over and he's got the technique better than me. So yeah, this is the stuff I like. That's pretty good stuff. Not a sponsor. But
Yeah, the ammonia, you don't want no ammonia. You want the ammonia-free stuff from what I've heard about it, tinted windows and all that.
yeah. And there's your strip caulk stuff. Not a sponsor. You have to say that, or because YouTube will, if you don't declare something one way or the other. I heard that just for the first time the other day.
The YouTube police get on you?
Yeah, they're not supposed to be any police on YouTube. My understanding, within reason, you can't say you're going to go do evil things, but when it comes to declaring stuff like that, I mean, really. Okay, well, I didn't have to clean up from yesterday, but we'll mess with this. I'm going to put this thing together in a minute. I got this last night for helping a friend of mine, so we're going to open this thing up.
The brake fluid, the air conditioning.
Yeah.
My clock. Thanks again for my clock.
Oh, yeah, you got it with you. Okay. Where is it?
Right here.
All right. Oh, okay. There it is.
Right there it is.
All right. Let me know. You gonna put numbers on it?
I don't know.
Okay, you have to think about it.
Think about it.
All right. Well, here he goes. Huh?
3, 6, 9 on it.
Yeah, maybe do that.
I don't want to junk
Well,
it up.
the one bad thing about it's got 5 notches. I mentioned that the other day.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I've got the Bonneville. See the Bonneville commemorative clock hanging over there.
Yeah.
I made another one for me, but mine has 4. So I mean, I can do the 12, 6, 9 for
Here's
thing.
one with 5. Let your thumb hang down. And here we go. Push.
Plus,
See, pal.
see, pal. Don't back into the burn pile. Always ends up with metal in them. All right. See you, man. All right. So we'll get a report in a few minutes, I hope. I guess I'll walk down to the mailbox. That takes a while. And we'll call this almost done. Plus.
Just pulled in the parking deck. report. AC nice and cold. Wind noise still present. But I think we helped that roof a little by doing what we did.
Yeah, that seal is probably pretty rotten at this point. So, I mean, if nothing else, it shrunk up and all that other stuff. So you did the right thing. A little bit more weather tight.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't want drippy coming down on your head when you're driving down the road there. Well, that's two Lexuses with functioning air conditioning systems, and I was thinking of Caesar going down the Appian Way with a little fellow behind him saying, "All Freon is fleeting." Okay, I'm tired. But anyway, I think the takeaway here is just be careful about the Freon thing. Just load it and watch your temperatures, and when it gets right, stop. I mean, I got them down to 27 degrees. So anyway, that's the way that goes. Not much to look at here. I tell you what, I could have done better on the. I was just thinking and not really paying attention. Looks like they rounded up out there, don't it? So they did. I saw them do it the other day. I don't know why they plant grass and then round it. I guess they all got their reasons. So anyway, I'll leave that up to them. That's why I lease it out. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And I hope that if you do this, you just take it easy, take it careful, and try to just use some common sense when it comes to these things. I got a little bit of time. I got to go clean up the barn now. All right, more next time. Bye-bye. Waxing philosophical in the air conditioning world. Philosophy fits wherever you put it, right? Which is everywhere.